and women to ask their questions to the preachers of Al-Azhar who are inside the corner, and also to obtain answers that reflect the curriculum Al-Azhari middle and moderate. Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phone with Dr. Talaat Ibrahim, the professor of linguistics and translation at Al-Azhar University. Good afternoon, Dr. Ibrahim.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me. First, I need to say that my name is Talaat Farouk, not Talaat Ibrahim. And,
Talaat Farouk, I'm very sorry. I really apologize.
No problem. Thank you for having me on Local Cairo.
I received the name from the control as this.
No problem.
Okay, Dr. Talaat Farouk, professor of linguistics and translation.
Literature and translation, sorry.
Excuse me. Sorry.
No problem at all.
Professor of... Yes.
Okay, no problem. Go ahead. We can go beyond that.
Okay, Dr. Farouk, now with the pavilion of Al-Azhar at the International Cairo Book Fair, and with specialists trying to answer also the questions of the people who have for fatwa, and also presenting books from Al-Azhar. So how do you explain or show to us this year's presentation of Al-Azhar at its pavilion in the 52nd Cairo International Book Fair?
Thank you first for having me on this episode of Cairo Local Time. And I need to say that for Al-Azhar, we are working on different levels. We have the Fatwa Corner, of course, and it is important to participate at the 52nd round of the Cairo International Book Fair, which is a great opportunity for us to present the role played by Al-Azhar on the cultural scene, not only in Egypt, but also around the world. I need to particularly refer to the work of ACT, or Al-Azhar Center for Translation, with which I affiliate besides my work at the University of Qom. We work in around 11 languages to present the heritage of Islam and to discuss major concepts about Islam to the world, not only on a regional level, but also on an entire global level. Al-Azhar Center for Translation has been working for around 4 years, communicating with people of different cultures and different languages around the globe, working mainly on deconstructing extremist ideologies, of course, working beside another branch, which is Al-Azhar Observatory for Combating Extremism, and also on introducing the broader vision of Al-Azhar about Islam and the moderate approach of that religion in a language that speaks to different cultures and languages.
Yes, Dr. Farouk, what is the extent of, or how do you evaluate the interaction with the Fatwa Corner in the book fair?
I believe this is a live channel. You know, due to the recent COVID restrictions, there has been a problem for real or in-person communication. That's why this is a great opportunity for Al-Azhar specialists, for Al-Azhar scholars to communicate with the public and on the ground and in real life to discuss major issues occupying the common people, not only in Arabic but also in different languages.
Yes. Do you think that this is one of the messages that Al-Azhar is sending to the Egyptian people visiting the Cairo Book Fair, as the Al-Azhar is acted for more than 1,000 years as a lighthouse of education and information?
Of course, the people in Egypt and around the world need to have a referential authority to speak in the name of Islam, to present a true image of the religion itself beyond the grappling of politicization and of the narrow ideologies of extremists. That's why there is a real need for the people to address a certain referential authority, which they trust indeed, due to its major heritage, due to its lengthy span of life that, as you said, extends for over 1,000 years. You know, Al-Azhar has always been an integral fabric in the Egyptian culture itself, and it also helps in sustaining the cultural soft power of Egypt itself in general.
Yes, so Dr. Farouk, do you also think that the importance of Fatwa Corner in the book fair this year is a kind of message that Al-Azhar is telling to the Egyptian people, as Al-Azhar is, for the whole year, is giving people the fatwa or the answers for their questions, and having a booth or a pavilion in the Cairo International Book Fair is like that Al-Azhar saying, I'm here, I'm still continuing with my message.
Of course, this is a continuation of the message you're referring to, that Al-Azhar is always there, but I don't think Al-Azhar needs to say we are there, because we are really on the ground working on different
yes.
levels. But of course, we have a message to present to the public, the Egyptian people themselves, because they trust Al-Azhar. They always trust Al-Azhar. They trust the openness, the moderation, the tolerance, the compassion, the major ideas that have been represented through the heritage of Al-Azhar itself over the 1,000 years of its lifespan in Egypt.
Yes, of course, I would like to add that all the Egyptians, of course, and people around the world knows very well the value of Al-Azhar acting as for more than 1,000 years as the lighthouse of education and information in the whole world, of course. So, Dr. Farouk, what are the kind of people, of the public, or the nature, and from what ages does the people go to visit the corner of Al-Fatwa in the book fair?
Of course, when you say Al-Fatwa, you have people of all categories and all age classifications who can refer to it and who can receive answers. We address people from children to elderly about issues they have in addressing ritual, transactional, whatever issues they have or need to ask about that pertain to religion indeed.
Yes. What are the most important publications offered by Al-Azhar this year during the book fair?
We have numerous books about the concepts of moderation, tolerance, about Islam, acceptance of the other, main values in the religion of Islam, and how Islam accepts people of different cultures and faiths.
Yes, this is very good ideas, of course, especially nowadays, accepting others and tolerance and the forgiveness of Islam. Do you think that they insisted on providing these books or offering these books nowadays?
I think these books help the readership in sustaining and nurturing a culture of tolerance in the Egyptian scene. And they broaden the minds of other people who don't know Islam or who have limited opinions about Islam. We are offering them a moderate view of the religion, and almost I can guarantee that this is the true image of Islam itself as a religion of tolerance and acceptance of the other.
Yes, yes. So, Dr. Farouk, why is it important for the Cairo International Book Fair that Al-Azhar have a special pavilion inside the book fair? And also, why is it important also for Al-Azhar to have this pavilion between other kinds of books from all sorts?
If Al-Azhar is present at the international level, it would be interesting also to speak to the Egyptian public themselves. And there is a need, translation, as we say, goes both ways. We translate into other languages, we address an international readership, and we also need to address the Egyptian readership and the Egyptian public in Arabic about certain issues, certain live and heated issues about Islam at the present time.
Yes, Dr. Farouk, during the book fair, usually there are activities, seminars held. So, what is the schedule of Al-Azhar during the book fair concerning the seminars?
I believe you can refer to the brochure about that. I don't have the schedule in hand right now, but I think there are continued meetings and seminars around the globe at the book fair. And we are sure to keep discussing major issues and talking to the public throughout the time of the limited, the 2-week period of the book fair.
Yes, I didn't mean the time and date of holding these seminars. I meant
Yeah.
the importance and the significance of holding the outcome that we receive from these seminars.
Of course, we have a message to present to the world at large about how Islam as a referential authority, how Al-Azhar as a referential authority about Islam addresses major issues like freedom, tolerance, acceptance of the other, coexistence. And we need to have feedback from the readership and from the public in general too about how they view Islam, how they view Al-Azhar, how they need to receive answers to their questions about religious issues in general. And that's why there is an importance in these continued and sustained seminars, meetings, and circles for discussion.
Yes,
at Al-Azhar Cairo.
Yes, Dr. Farouk, during, of course, the COVID-19 that started 2020, since February 2020 in Egypt, Al-Azhar also played a good role and it was providing answers and information through the online system. How do you read this and evaluate this?
I believe that Al-Azhar as a leverage for religious and cultural progress in Egypt and around the world is capable of adapting resiliently to the new restrictions of COVID. That's why we've been working electronically. We have been contacting with the world around through our website that work around the clock, and I believe we have an efficient team of scholars, specialists, researchers, and the university professors who address all these issues that come up in the public mind.
Yes, how does the Al-Azhar choose before organizing the Cairo International Book Fair, the doctors and the specialists who are going to answer the questions of people who are going to be speakers in the seminars? What is the criteria by which they choose the participants?
We have a specialized committee for selection of efficient scholars, and we have the experience and expertise that allow us to select those who can address the public, of course.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time and for your valuable information, Dr. Talaat Farouk. Well, a short break, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to be back with you. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, Cairo Local Time. I'm Amal Mukhtar. Thank you for watching.